elephant in the room, stuck in the bottom of the bay with no life jacket.
All right, Bottom of the Bay TV. Today we have the voice of the Bay Area, Mr. Too Much, and recently a new father, aOneHunnit. Welcome, man.
What's up, my brother? Hey, I'm glad to be with you, man. It's been a minute. I know I've been trying to link, and shout out Bottom of the Bay TV, man.
Hey, you in here now, man. Oh man, we got a lot to catch up on, though. So let's cut to the cake. So your IG promotion and your friend list is pretty popping. How do you gain so many followers?
One thing I've always kind of lived by since I started doing the music, bro, is just tapping in, you know what I mean? Like, whether it's even through Instagram. If I never had the opportunity to meet you in person and I see some hella people posting your music and it's dope, I hit them up and be like, hey man, what's up? I'm aOneHunnit. I'm a big fan of your music. You know, if you ever got some time, let's link up, you know what I mean? And just always showing love, bro. Like, nobody ever really, I mean, some people hit me up and like, hey, if you could show some love, repost this for me. But I just do it, I'm just on the strength, you know what I mean? Like, nobody has to tell me to support somebody, bro. Like, I already went through that phase where I thought I was the best in the world, you know what I mean?
Hell
and,
yeah.
It ain't easy to do it that way, man, you know what I mean? So I just always stayed humble and try to just tap in with everybody, man.
I'm glad you said that last part. It's some real game.
Yeah.
All right, man. So who are some of the talents with High Side Entertainment?
Well, High Side Entertainment, High Side's just a crew, man. Like, since I was a kid, my older brothers, you know what I mean? That was their thing, High Side, you know what I mean? It wasn't even no entertainment, it was just High Side family, you know what I mean? And, you know, when my brother Jay the Truth, shout out Jay the Truth, he started doing his rap thing, and he found out I was doing my thing, you know, because we're brothers, and we didn't even, I knew he was busting raps and shit already, you know?
Okay.
But he hit me up, and I showed him some shit, and when we linked up, that's what it became, you know what I mean? High Side Entertainment. So it's me, my brother Jay the Truth, my boy Nieto's part of High Side. You know what I mean?
Shout out Nieto.
Hey, anybody who fucks with me, man, you're High Side, you know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned. But the main core is pretty much me and my brother, man. We be putting on. My boy Major Dank, you know, he be doing his thing. He's a behind the scenes guy, but he's really smart and got a lot of dope rhymes too, you know. But
so
yeah,
High Side Entertainment is more of a crew. It's not like a record company.
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's my record company.
There we go.
I mean?
Okay. I'll take that.
I wouldn't say that we go out and look for people or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it started out as family, friends. You know what I mean? Since I was a kid, before I was even doing any of this music shit. Mm-hmm. So I always knew what it was since I was younger. And then once I became older and we started doing this music on some more serious shit, that's what it became. You know what I mean? For me.
Nice.
But shit, like I said, anybody who I fuck with, High Side, man, you know what I mean? You want to be a part of it and you want to present your project as a High Side project, I mean, I do it all, man. I got my own recording, you know, I got hooks, I got rhymes, so we could collaborate and we could put it High Side. And I ain't even trying to be on coming up on nobody's money and nothing like that. It's just, you know, if you want to be a part of the team, it's lovely, you know? My boy Tree Lion and Tree Lion Fresh, for sure, they're part of the High Side too.
Shout out Tree Lion Fresh, man. Yeah. So, who are some of your go-to video guys?
Oh, man, my boy Jay Winan, for sure.
Jay Winan, that's 2 dings for you, bro. You might have to come sit down, sir.
He's the man, bro. He's actually going to shoot. He shot, me and King Jody did our project, Cali Forever, and Jay Winan shot 3 out of the 4 videos. You know what I mean? So, he's a beast, bro. He's a beast. I fuck with Hold My Cup. He's dope too. You know what I mean? He's real dope. We've done 3 videos together.
Hold My Cup.
Yeah, TMC.
Yeah. His videos be clean, bro.
Yeah, he did the Get That video for me and Trauma.
Yeah.
He shot the Friday night video
with the tiki torches.
Yeah. Friday night dropping today. Matter of fact.
Today.
Yeah, it drops at 4:20.
You know how we do it.
I had to run that one back, man. That's anybody in San Jose who know me, like when I was doing the like high school shit, you know what I mean? They'll all tell you like a memory they always bring up, bro. They're like, remember when you're in high school you did that Montel Jordan at the talent show? This is how we do it. You know what I mean?
That's a room shaker right there, man.
I had to run it back, bro.
Hey, man. All right, so this next question is 2 parts. So, how many albums have you released as a solo artist, and have you done any group projects that were released?
As far as my solo projects, I have 4 albums, and I have probably another 3 or 4 mixtapes on top of that.
Oh shit!
So I got about 8 projects as a solo artist. And as far as group, me and my brother Jay the Truth, we did an album called The Best of Both Underworlds, which is kind of a play on R. Kelly and Jay-Z's Best of Both Worlds, you know, R&B and hip hop, bringing the best of both. That album was dope. It came out in about 2011, and then I've been doing some collab EPs. I did one with Devin. He's from out here in San Jose.
Yeah, Devin. Shout out Devin,
Yeah, me
man.
and him did one that's called SJM Dreams. So his is Dreams Make You Rich, and ours is SJM San Jose Major Move. So we did the collab EP. I got a couple with DJ Agro. You know, 2 of them, Too Much Sauce, the series.
Hey.
We're about to wrap that one up this summer, Sauced Out Summer.
So that's like 10 projects so
Bro,
far,
I'm telling
right?
you, that, just as a solo artist alone, there's 4 albums. We got aOneHunnit, Too Much Sauce, and then Too Much Sauce Part 2. So that's 4. And then the mixtape, we got, in the words of a Mac, Got My Game from the East, Cold Blooded, and Been a Cool Minute.
Okay.
So that's 8. And then, like I said, we got the one with Jada. A couple of EPs. The one
Then
with
you
Devin.
just drop one with Devin and
we got one with Jody.
Jody, that's
You know
yeah.
And now what I'm trying to do, bro, is I love doing that, working with an artist and doing like linking up like that is dope. But what I like to do is work with different producers. So I got 2 at Egg Roll. We're working on the 3rd one. I got one coming out with my boy DJ Raffman. The one with me and my boy Stewie is dropping 4th of July weekend, hopefully. July for sure. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to tap in with everybody, bro. I'm trying to build my catalog. Like, people be surprised at the amount of music I got, man. I've been doing it since I was 14 years old, you know what I mean? So
Nice.
that's 15 years doing this thing.
All right, so who are some of your MC influences, big or small?
Oh, man. Big Pun for sure, man. Big Pun is, you know, I did
Packing the Mac in the back of the axe, son?
But in the middle of little Italy, little did we know that we riddled 2 middlemen who didn't do diddly. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is crazy to me, dog.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean?
That was a rapping ass fool right there, boy.
It's too bad, man, because a lot of my favorites, I know everybody says that, like, if you're a fan of Tupac, Biggie, but I mean, on top of that, Big Pun's one of my favorite artists. Mac Dre's one of my favorite artists. Big L's one of my favorite artists. These guys, they're all gone, you know what I mean? So
Right.
the Jacka, you know what I mean? The Jacka's a heavy
And they
influence
all
on
were
my music.
considered like
that guy.
MC, like elite pen
Yeah, for
MCs.
sure.
They wasn't just no weak type rappers. Like,
Yeah.
and they had like a special something to them. Like the Jack had this swag singing thing that I've never seen
Well, that's
nobody
why I'm
emulate
saying
again.
That's a heavy influence on me, bro. Like
Yeah.
the first song I ever recorded, like my style of rhyme and the singing combination in that verse is straight Jacket influence. As I'm writing, I'm like, that shit sounds like some Jacket shit. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Jack, man.
Yeah, definitely.
So how about vocalists?
Oh man, that's a long list to go down. Growing up as a kid, my dad used to listen to a lot of old school music, so I was a big fan of like the Gap Band, Charlie Wilson, you know, the Isley Brothers, you know what I mean? Like a lot of dope, Cool in the Gang,
Okay.
you know, Confunction.
Mm.
A lot of these are my favorite groups. War.
Damn.
You know, as a kid, those are my favorite groups. Then
I don't think they gonna remember these groups.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They might.
Yeah.
I do. You know.
Well, I mean, as far as like my age, I was influenced by Joe a lot. R&B, Trey Songz, big influence. What's his name? Donnell Jones. Donnell Jones is my guy, man. I had to flip one of his too, you know.
I love
With
Donnell
Impakt.
Jones too.
Man,
Man,
Impakt had to flip that
What's
one.
up? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's like one of them Chicago legends right there.
Or
man.
even Music Soul Child.
Or is he
Also,
from Detroit? We're gonna figure that out.
Music Soul Child's a big influence on me too, bro.
Yeah, hey, he has some good albums too, brother.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, man. So, did your family teach you how to sing, or did you have a vocal school?
I taught myself, really, man. My older sister's a singer. We didn't ever live together, but when I was a kid, I would see her all the time. She's older than me, so we got a really tight relationship still, but she's a really dope singer. So she didn't teach me, but I know just when I started hearing her sing as a kid, it was a big influence. And then on top of that, like I said, all the music my parents listened to, my dad listened to, I would just try to emulate them and sound like them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And eventually it turned into me, like, people saying, like, damn, that sounds good. And it gave me the confidence to start singing on my own, you know?
My mind is blown. You taught yourself how to sing?
Yeah, man. What it started with really was just voices.
What the fuck?
I used to just try to imitate voices, bro. That's how it started. And then from there, it turned into singing, you know? Like, I remember as a kid, my mom used to like the song Always and Forever by Luther Vandross. And I sang it. I was like maybe 7 years old. And I remember my older brother, Jay the True, at this time, he's only 5 years older than me. So he was only like 12 years old or something. But I remember him saying like, telling my parents like how much I sound like that. You know, he's like, he sounds just like him. You know, and shit like that just built my confidence, bro. You know, and then
that I wish y'all could see my face. My mind's blown right now. That's crazy.
I would love to take vocal lessons. You know, I never have officially taken any lessons, but I just
don't do that, dog. It would be fucking over. Hell.
Hey, anything to better myself, man. If that'll make me sound a little doper. Like I heard Drake when he first came out, he didn't even sound good at all. I heard when he first started, or these are his words, you know. And then he started taking vocal lessons and they're looking him out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, hey, any vocal fucking coaches out there want to take on aOneHunnit, man, and fine tune what he already got? Tap in, man. All right, shit. I told you about 2 years ago that you was my favorite singer in the whole West Coast Bay Area, dog. And I meant that shit, though. But like I said, you just blew my mind with you taught yourself how to sing shit.
I appreciate that, man.
Wow. Is there any local talent that you haven't worked with that you like to collab with?
You know who I'm really, of course, I mean, before anything else, Cuddy Banks, man. He was one that I was, we had tapped in a few times, like just like talking about collaborating. I even talked to his manager a few times about something. We just, I mean, it was really on me lagging. It wasn't nothing like he was catting on me or nothing like that. It was just me finding I wanted to find the right one for him, you know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't want to send something that I feel he wouldn't have wanted to be on, you know, and just did it because I hollered at him, you know what I mean?
That's respectable.
So, him for sure. I do that with everybody, honestly, bro. Like, no matter how big of a name they are, if it's somebody that I respect and I'm a fan of their music, if I'm going to collaborate with them, I want to make sure it's dope, you know? And if I don't even, like, there's this one dude I'm working right now, his name is Shane. He did a show with us, and he's from New York, but he lives out here. And I must have sent this guy 3 different songs, bro, because he's such a dope singer. And you know, it's not common to see him, like, there's more rappers everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
So when I first I did a show with him, I was like, because I seen his videos and I was like, well, you know, it's different once you see someone in person and hear them, you know?
Right.
So we did the show and I heard him and I was like, damn, this fool's dope. So I didn't want to send him something that I felt like I wasn't coming as dope as I could come, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So Cuddy Banks for sure. Shane,
well, me and Shane already working.
Okay.
We're gonna get something in. He's gonna be on the new project I got with
anybody that that you've seen run across your page. Okay. Yeah, I fuck with Chopper.
I've been wanting to get one in, but he's in the same situation. He just had his baby, so he was more focused on.
Congratulations.
He was focused on the family, and he even told me, he's like, "Hey, bro, as soon as his baby's done, she comes out and we're situated, I'm gonna get with you." So me and him gonna for sure. But I've been slapping his shit like every day for like the last 2 weeks, bro. Like
that's hard, man.
He's dope. He's super underrated, bro. Super. Like, this guy got like straight. Oh man, I don't even. He got some West Coast like hitters, bro. Like sounds like Nate Dogg could have been on him or something. You know what I mean? Like hella hard. So Chopper 1000 for sure. City Sean. You know what I mean? He's another cat I like to work with.
Shout out City Sean.
Yeah, City Sean. Yeah, man. A lot. I mean, like I said, I've always been a very humble cat when it comes to my music, and I like to collaborate with everybody. If given the opportunity, I like to collaborate with everybody, bro.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
All right, man. So what is your approach to writing melodic songs versus a rap song?
I think with a rap song, I spend a lot more time on structuring out my verses because of the influences I have, like Big Pun. I like to throw in a lot of syllable rhymes in there. If I could, I was way more on that years back. Like more now, I'm focused more on my R&B shit. But if I ever comes down to where I'm writing my verse, like I spend a lot more time on my hip hop verses. But my melodic verses, what I do, honestly, bro, I'll play a beat and I'll get my cell phone, I'll press record, and I'll just like hum even. Not even say no words. I might just be like, and I find that little tone I like, and I'm like, ooh, that was dope. I might not keep everything, and like I said, I'm not even saying words. Then I'll go back and listen. I'll be like, hey, that's dope, and I'll put words to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I found it a lot easier for me to write my R&B songs and be more versatile in the way I'm singing, because when I first started writing singing verses, I was writing them as raps.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't getting those like melodies and those nice little riffs on them. Mm-hmm. It was more of like a fast-paced with melody in it. You know what I mean?
So like singing it in your phone and stretching, it helped you like stretch words and shorten.
Yeah. So, I mean, because before, like I said, if I would sit down, when I first started writing, my first 2 albums that I did were R&B, like pretty much singing. I had maybe 1 or 2 rap verses on them. But I structured it, writing it like a rap. So a lot of them were focused just on the punchline. It wasn't there's no delays or pauses. Like now, like I said, with the different music I'm listening to, it's showing me different ways how to expand on my R&B side. You know what I mean? I want to be more, because I know I got a good voice. I just want to. I hear other shit people are doing, and I'm like that dude Shane.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of them. He just be riffing. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't come to my mind when I try to sit there and write. I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking of a punchline or the rhyme.
I feel like I thought all singers.
Nah, bro, nah. And I feel like ever since I started doing that, my R&B music's elevated. You know, to where I'm hitting different melodies, different notes. Because when I'm just humming, I'm not focused on what I'm saying. I'm just trying to make it sound like almost like an instrument. I use my voice, the humming as an instrument, like somebody would use a guitar or a piano. Because I'm not like I said, I never had lessons, so I don't know what key I'm singing. When I'm singing, I don't know. I'm singing an A. I couldn't explain that to an engineer.
Right.
When times engineers try to explain that to me, and I don't know, they're like, "Hey, you should do like someone who's gamed up on singing."
Yeah.
They might not be a singer themselves, but they're like, they know music and instruments, so they're like, "Hey, you should sing it in this chord." And I'm like, honestly, bro, it'd be easier if you could show me because I don't know. I'm just singing. You know what I mean? So,
That's tight, dog. All right. So our next segment is called "Put It in the Universe."
Okay.
If you could have any producer or composer work on an aOneHunnit album, who would they be?
Scott Storch.
Scott Storch.
Scott Storch would be up there. E.A.Ski.
E.A.Ski.
I've always been a big
Dog, your
fan of
answers are
E.A.Ski.
just getting amazinger and what, yo?
E.A.Ski,
Let this
bro.
shit roll, baby.
Because a thing about E.A.Ski that I liked was that I found out like back in the day, like around the time that movie Friday came out, and probably before that he was doing a lot of beats that I thought other people did. You know what I mean? And I heard it was him. I was like, bro, you did this one?
Yeah.
You did this one? Rick Rock's another one too.
Yeah.
Rick Rock.
Bro. Okay.
He does shit. He had shit on Jay-Z's album when I was a kid that were my favorite songs. And I had no idea at that time I was a kid. I had no idea that was Rick Rock.
What song was that?
It was you could catch me in the parking lot, hollering at bitches, parking lot.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, every day. It'd be
Benny
off the
Siegel
chain.
smoked that beat, boy. He smoked that beat.
That was, as a kid, that was like, that beat's just so cold, bro. And like, I was always a fan of that. So, yeah, man.
We low-key bringing that back, too, man.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have any upcoming events?
Right now, at the moment, I'm working with my boy, Nieto. You know, I've been taking kind of a backseat to that just because like I said, the baby is on the way. Been more focused on the studio right now.
Okay.
But events coming up, I know he got Mr. Fab coming up to San Jose. He wanted me to be a part of that show. Mr. Fab's another influence when I was younger. Like
Big
8th grade,
influence.
9th grade, bro. Mr. Fab had the Freestyle King DVD. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I wanted to be Mr. Fab. You know what I mean? So he's a big
Fab is a
influence, bro.
great human being, dog.
And on top of that, like you said too, he's one of them cats who fucks with his audience, bro. He might not know who I am. Maybe I've ran into him so many times. Maybe he might. I don't know.
Mhm.
But like if I post some shit and I tag him in it, like he's one of them cats that'll be like repost it. Or just that alone is big to me, bro. Like Little John did that to me before, and I was like, what the? Little John sat there and reposted this shit.
That's
it's
man.
Insane to me, you know. So yeah. So.
Okay. All right, man. So give everybody your socials so they'll know where to find you at.
You can find me at aOneHunnit. aOneHunnit spelled AONEHUNNIT. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, everything, man. Twitter. I'm on all that. I was lucky enough to get the same handle, so that's where you can find me at, man. Just Google it. I'm sure it'll pop up. It's not a common name, so.
That's right. See what it pays off to be original, kids?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. That about wraps up this episode with aOneHunnit. Hey, man, this guy is on his way. He a NorCal hero. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Peace.
All right, man.